is the first section in Chapter 6. This would be on IN page 87. We've already done an activity with ratios, so you'll probably understand this fairly easy. This activity is on page 278 to 281. Ratios are a comparison between two quantities. And this is how that kind of information is used. So, for example, at Rio Seco or in Santee School District, the K-3 classes have teacher-to-student ratios of 1 to 22. So that's one teacher to 22 kids. And the 4-8 classes have a ratio of 1 to 36. So if the school district was trying to decide how many teachers to hire for any given school, they would count the population of kindergartners through 3rd graders and divide it by 22, and then count the population of 4th through 8th graders and divide it by 36, finding out how many teachers they need to hire. Now, ratios are written 3 ways, but they're all read the same way. 1 to 36. You can write 1 to 36 with a colon. You can write 1 to 36 using the word 2, or you can write it as a fraction and it'll still be read 1 to 36. Now, from ratios, we start looking at rates, and rates compare different units. So, for example, let's look at this. There's a 2-liter bottle of Pepsi, and it's $1.98 for the 2-liter bottle. That is its rate. Now we start to look at its unit rate. So when we look at the unit rate, we want to know how much 1 unit costs, whether that's 1 liter, 1 ounce, 1 pound, 1 word, whatever it is, 1 item. We're looking for how much it would be to buy one of those. So in order to do the unit rate, you are going to divide the first unit by the second unit. The second unit is always the numbers that follow the word in. So, for example, 200 meters in 25 seconds. If we want to find out how many meters they went in 1 second, we divide 200 by 25, and we'd find out that they went 8 meters per second. Now, one other thing that they have you do is they have you convert to different rates. So let's look at this example. Convert 10 miles per hour to feet per minute. So here are the steps that you want to follow in doing that. First of all, how many feet are in a mile? There are 5,280 feet in a mile. And we have to multiply that times 10 miles. Which would be 52,800 feet. Okay? Then it says we have to convert hours to minute. There are 60 minutes in an hour. So it'd be 52,800 feet divided by 60 minutes. And I know these are big numbers, so you might have to use your calculators. As long as you know the process, I'm not worried about that. So then you would divide that in order to find your answer, which would be 880 feet per minute. That's the simplest way to do the conversions. Now, there is a very complicated way of multiplying across everything and doing cross-canceling and all of that. But the easiest and simplest way to do it is to simply make your conversions and then divide your units as given. Now, okay, we're back. In the first problem, it says write each ratio as a fraction in its simplest form. So 9/27 becomes 1/3. 12/8 becomes 3/2, and remember we don't reduce those to mixed numbers. 10/16 becomes 5/8, 2/18 becomes 1/9, and 6/50 becomes 3/25, and 1,000 10,000ths is 1/10. In the second part, it asks you to find the unit rate for each situation. And in the first situation, it says a sprinter runs 200 minutes in 200 meters in 25 seconds. So we divide it and we got 8 meters per second. Yeah, that's the example we used on our notes. And then a keyboarder types 1,575 words in 25 minutes. And so we divided by 25 into 1575 and found out that in 1 minute she can type 63 words. Pretty fast. Now on number 9, it asks you to convert 720 minutes per day, meters per day. I love to say minutes or miles for that M, but it's meters. And find out how many meters per minute. And so your answer to that is equal to 1/2. In the second one, it asks you to go from 1 5/10 gallons per minute. I guess that's how much gas is being poured in. And they want you to tell them how many quarts per hour. And so it ended up to be 360 quarts in an hour. And I'm sorry, this was 1/2, a half a meter per minute. And finally, on number 11, it asks you to take $9 per hour and find out how many cents it would be per minute. And it turned out that they were getting 15 cents per minute. If you have any problems with this, you can come talk to me at school tomorrow and we'll get it worked out. I know that 9 through 11 are more difficult, but we can work on those together. All right, see you tomorrow.